Welcome to my very first tutorial. I wanted to show you guys how I use my Silhouette Studio to use my Silhouette cutter to make my card fronts. I never ever thought that I would like doing print and cuts, but this is how I do it on one sheet, basically getting all the things that I need to do my card. I basically am going to do an autumn card. I'm not sure if I'll use all of this, but I've got this nice little background, and I use the coloring to basically set it up the way I want to see it. Now it just looks like a solid brown. For me, I know what it's going to look like, and I'm going to save ink by ungrouping it and then selecting the parts and coloring them white, because I mean what I'm printing on is white paper, so that'll just make it easy for me to visualize what I'm cutting. It's just a quick way to get it all done. Now I want to get some leaves, so I'm going to go into my library, and I've already searched for leaves, and I'm going to choose these leaves. As you see, I've got a whole bunch of leaves and ideas in my my library already, and some of them are print and cuts, but I'm going to choose a plain one so I could show you how I color a plain cut instead of having all of this and printing them on different colored sheets to get the effect that I want. I'm going to do everything on one sheet. Now, as you see, this is way too big of scale to match my card front, so I'm going to first of all get them down to about the size that I want for leaves. I think even a bit smaller. You got to watch. Sometimes it makes it with the pattern a bit too small and too fine. When you pick them off, it's going to be a pain. So I'm just a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to ungroup them, and so I can move them by my card. Now I could save time and put that right in there, and that would save that area, but just for my purposes here, I'm just going to lay them out around the card. Now there's a whole selection of different leaves here, and I'm going to color them each individually. Now with this, it's great. Even though it shows red, that's not going to print because the line colors is a whole different option. So what I'm going to do is select one image. I'm going to do gradient fill, and I'm just going to do a couple of them in the gradient fills in different colors. Fall colors, they can be all sorts of different intensities. Now if you go to advanced options, you can even have a bit more fun. You can move them up and around, but you know what, I think I'm going to have more of a varied color. I don't like that, so I'm going to go right back to the fill gradient. That's the nice thing about doing things digitally, is that you don't have to have it the same way. You can experiment and go, oh yeah, I like that, or no, ugly. You can have a whole lot of fun. I think I like that one right there. We're going to do a green, and well, I think maybe make it a real deep color. I don't see anything there, so I'm going to go back in and just do a nice dark green there, and this one's going to be a dark green too, except a bit different a color. You see, you can pick one green color and really tie it in together. And I am going to go like that, because sometimes, you know, fall colors are kind of grayish, and then sometimes they're just really vibrant. I think this one's going to be an orange too. So there you go. You have a nice selection of colors, a base to put it on. You have to make sure that you've set up so that your machine shows the print, the registration marks. I have an older machine, so I have to do the inverted type 2, and it works for me. I've got a good selection here, and that's how I do print and cuts with my Silhouette out of a regular cut file, so I don't have to have 10 different colored sheets of paper to make a card front. Thank you for watching.